Good afternoon, everyone. It's Matthew here, and I'm getting ready to tackle this victorious day. I know the clouds are out, and it's pretty dark and it's windy, but I know this day is going to be victorious. Later on, Breakthrough Church is having a Raw Summit, 7:30 p.m. at the Green Lane Christian Center, and it's free. So if you guys want to come down, check it out. Feel free. It's going to be a massive praise and worship event, and it's going to be crazy. Raw Summit, Green Lane Christian Center, 7:30, free. So if you guys want, come check it out. But yeah, before I tackle this victorious day, I just wanted to tell you guys a story. When I was younger, and when I thought I was Christian, I used to go to a church, the GI Seventh-day Adventist Church, and when I went to church, I used to see people. They were so happy, they had such a light about them. But how I saw that person, I was like, man, this person's weird, like, this person's crazy. And so I used to try to stay away from those people because I thought they were crazy, and I didn't know why they were how they were, or why they chose to act like this. But when I used to look at them, I used to think they were weird. I used to think they were crazy. And so what I used to think is, why are they how they are? Like, what makes them how they are? When really, now with the eyes that I wear now, with the ears that I have now, with the heart and mind that I have now, the question I should have asked back then is, why am I not like them? If I'm going to a church, why am I questioning the people at the church, like asking them why are they how they are? Instead, I should have turned around and looked at me. Matt, why aren't you like them? Why don't you have this light like them? Why don't you have a passion for Christ like them? I was questioning why they were the way they are. And now, funny thing is, now the table's turned. I used to be so loud, like outside the church. I was like the party guy. And but when I was in church, I was the guy sitting at the back on my phone, not listening to the sermon. And now our crazy God has taken my life and flipped it over. Now outside I'm kind of quiet, I'm reserved, because I don't want to come off as a crazy guy. And when I'm in church, I'm either at the front of the church speaking, or in the front row listening. How crazy is our God? And some people, just like how I used to question people when I was younger, some people will question me. Like, why is Matt like this? Why is Matt so passionate about God? Why does he have such a light if I do have a light? And no one was around to tell me to, no one was around to talk to me and say, Matt, like, look at yourself, question yourself. So, because I've been through the same, I'm not telling you to condemn yourself, I'm just telling you, ask a question. Instead of looking at Christians who have such a passion for Christ, instead of looking at Christians who want to speak the word, instead of looking for Christians who choose to step out and stand out, kind of question yourself and see why are you not like Christians when you claim to be a Christian? Why don't you have the same passion for Christ that the others do? And no one is better than anyone. We're all the same. We're born all of the same sin. We're born all with the same temptations. It's just day-to-day decisions that I don't know. It's the daily decisions we make that just what's it called? Kinda, I don't know. But back to the story. Yeah. Just question yourself. Don't be afraid to question yourself. And there's a verse in the Bible, actually, in Matthew chapter 7. This is not my Bible. It's too pretty for me. This belongs to my sister Emma Telfo. Thank you, Emma. You always leave your Bible behind, but yeah. So Matthew chapter 7, verse 13 to 14. You can enter God's kingdom only through the narrow gate. The highway to hell is broad, and its gate is wide for the many who choose that way. The gateway to life is very narrow, the road is difficult, and only a few ever find it. So the narrow gate. When I was how I used to be like everyone else. And like I was partaking in everything else that the world does. And how can you claim to be a Christian if you're just like the world? If you're just like the world, how can you be a Christian? There's a narrow gate, and then there's a wide gate. Which gate do you think the world stands on? And which gate do you think Christians stand on? That's why so many Christians are being persecuted. That's why Christians in the Middle East are being slaughtered. That's why even here where we have it better, in a way we're being persecuted. People are like, oh, look at this crazy guy. When I was younger, I was persecuting Christians. And so yeah, so I'll leave you with this. If you call yourself a Christian, but you are doing the exact same things as the world, question yourself. Are you actually a Christian? Don't be like the world. Be the person that God wanted you to be. Yes, you claim to be a Christian. If you're a Christian, you should know this. You should be reading this. And you should know your God. You should be having a relationship with God. And if you claim to have all these things, and you are still the same as the world, question yourself even more. Don't be the same as the world. Don't be on the highway to hell. And that's a heavy word. 2 H's actually. I never thought about it that way. The highway to hell. It's wide, and it sounds crazy, but the world is standing on the highway. Don't choose to walk on the highway. Choose the narrow gate. And I know the narrow gate is small. It's narrow and the path is difficult. But that's why you have other Christian friends to walk with. Don't be afraid to walk the narrow gate. And don't stop following the world. If you claim to be a Christian and you're the same as the world, question yourself. And that's all I'm going to end with for today. I'm going to have a victorious day. I'm having lunch, or not lunch, I'm having coffee with Amy Stockenstrom. Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, I tend to do that. But yeah, Amy, we're going to have coffee today, and it's going to be a victorious day. And then later on at 7:30, the Raw Summit. It's going to be crazy. I'll see you guys there. Be there or be square. Stay blessed, guys. I love you. Have a good day.